weird. It is disgusting.
I'm shutting your butt down.
How about we all start listening to Britney Spears?
I'm shutting your butt down.
I'm shutting your butt down. Down. I'm shutting your butt down.
That was weird.
That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird.
Guys, thank you everybody for watching this program. Thank you so much from all of us here at the production team. Okay, I also want to thank everybody for whoever it was last stream who reminded me that Camp Lo, one of the greatest, I would say maybe greatest forgotten or lesser known rap groups of all time. Camp Lo. Everybody go listen to Uptown Saturday Night right now. Forget about this stream and just go listen to it. But of course, guys, we have so much to do today. We're going to talk about some important stories. And of course, we're going to check in with one of the greatest of all times, Chipford.
Hello.
Chipford.
How
Chipford?
are you, RM? Yeah, Greg? Is that
Chipford,
you?
are you there? Hi.
Oh my god. What do you want?
He left. He walked away.
Thank God.
He wandered away. I'm so sorry. That was kind of rude. That was a little rude of him. Well,
He's
Chippy.
so obsessed.
He is obsessed with you. I mean,
I feel like Mariah Carey in her song, like, Obsessed, except instead of being Eminem, it's just Greg for me.
Well, speaking of Mariah Carey, I think to a lot of these contestants of the Toilerette, you're their fantasy.
Ooh.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
You're their fantasy because today on the show, we're going to round 2 of the Toilerette, which if you don't know is Chippy Chipford. She's a huge fan of Peaky Blinders for some reason, this show Peaky Blinders, and she takes over the show sometimes and has guys compete for her hand in marriage and in romance. And
yeah, I basically just walk into the show, break everything like in Peaky Blinders, and just say, "It's my show now." That's it.
Exactly.
Deal with it.
And there's not a lot I can do about it. You're a bit of a bully, but this is what we're gonna do. So Chippy, I just want to check in with you. We're gonna get this rolling in a second, and I will talk to you.
But before you go though,
what do you want?
You should bring Patrick in because he has some words to say.
Why?
All right, I'll get Patrick in.
It's important.
I'll get Patrick in. All right, it better not be some boring behind the scenes stuff that nobody cares about.
No.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Chip. All right, Chipford. Where even is Patrick? I thought Patrick was sitting this one out. Oh, he's in the green room. Oh. Did he change his name to that British guy? Guys, one of the things I wanted to do this stream was we're going to go through. We do this all the time. It's tedious. It's a little tedious. You know what I mean? It's a little tedious. But we go through these lists of, like, what's the best Kubrick movie. For some reason, I think I was kind of losing my mind. Maybe, somebody put in the chat, they put R.I.P. Rumsfeld. Somebody in the chat is a really big fan of Donald Rumsfeld. I think they like all that unknown and knowing knowns stuff that he was droning on about. Did he like have a few drinks that day when he was talking about unknown knowns and knowings? Unknowing and no unknowns, no ones. He was losing his mind. But so we do this, we rank all these movies. I stayed up all night ranking all these movies. So I'm going to keep coming back to this. And let's start with Spike Lee, okay? Okay? Is that okay?
Why? Why?
Spike Lee, here are the top 5 Spike Lee movies ever made, in case you're interested. And by the way, people are already crapping on Jimmy Dore in the chat. By the way, if you disagree with this, come on and defend your case on the stream, on Discord. Spike Lee, best movies ever made. Malcolm X, Clockers, Crooklyn, Do the Right Thing, He Got Game. That's what I'm thinking right now. Malcolm X, number 1, Clockers, Crooklyn, Do the Right Thing, He Got Game. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? If you got a problem with it, then you tell it to the judge, as I say. The other thing, I was just like looking through Twitter, or I can't remember, maybe on YouTube. I saw that, what's that guy's name? Crowder? Steven Crowder. He put some video up where he was like, I have to have surgery, so I'm going to disappear for a while. You know what? That's a guy we make fun of because he's got a lot of problems. He sees the world through a filter, a brain. He sees the world through a brain that's clearly pretty disturbed. You know, he's a little. Where's my Adam Carolla drop? He's a little. Okay. He's a little.
Big old doinks.
But hopefully, you know, he's okay. I don't want to see him, you know, with health problems or whatever. However, he's kind of full of crap too, so he could be lying, and he's just very embarrassed about that whole thing, about being publicly embarrassed. Who's going to win the NBA Finals? I have no idea. If you want to come on and Optimus Prime Rib and tell us, go ahead. I have not been paying attention. All right? So that's that. Got a lot of other things to talk about. The next president. I think I know who the next president's going to be. So we're going to read about him. You're going to get a very beautiful inside look at who's going to be the next president. All right? But first, let's do round 1. Do you want to do round 1 of the... oh, wait. Hold on. Chippy, I forgot. Hold on. Patrick, are you there?
Yeah.
Patrick?
Are these going to be his words? Patrick!
All right. Patrick has...
God.
Patrick
he is flushed.
Patrick is now disqualified from the program. Right, Chippy?
Basically. That's what he was going to talk about, but he's I don't know. Something bad happened. But we're doing trivia tonight. Okay. I created a whole shebang. But the whole boys have to be in here for it to work. Is that okay or no?
Is it a Chippy? Is it that song Shebang from William Hung? Shebang, is it that?
Oh my God. All his references are very outdated. He was talking about Sanjaya earlier. Like he made like a Sanjaya joke.
I was talking about the remix with Ricky Martin, Greg. Oh.
You still love Chippy. This is what I heard. This is what I heard in the background when you and your mom were fighting the other day, that you still have a crush on Ricky Martin. Is that true?
It's the other way around. She still does.
Your mom has a crush on Ricky Martin?
Yeah, she like, we were actually talking about it recently, how like it sucks with him because it's like
he's a cutie,
gay, but he's still so attractive that it's like, goddamn, like it hurts, you know, kind of hurts.
It's a tale as old as time, a lot of people say, you know? You got a cutie, but he's not interested, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, Chippy, so that's the British guy, as we call him, Patrick. Yeah. And I guess he's too cool, would you say, to answer?
I think so. I mean, I can kind of briefly explain what he was going to say.
Cough it
up. So
up.
what happened was that he recently was, you know, London is going through a big change, you know. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things going on. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of gangs out there, possibly Peaky Blinders style gangs.
Here we go.
And apparently,
Here we go.
Peaky Blinders style gang that were dressed like ninjas.
You'll do anything to work.
He's running away.
You know, I don't know if you do this, Chippy, but like sometimes I'm out somewhere, you know, and I'm talking to people and I'm like, oh, there's something I want to talk about, and I'm gonna work it into the conversation. I have a feeling you do that with Peaky Blinders. Like people are they're talking about the NBA finals and you're like, oh, this reminds me of that episode of Peaky Blinders where you know, Sir whatever shot that other guy with his Newsies hat or whatever. But so we got what was he gonna say? What was Patrick gonna say?
So what he was gonna say is that he was attacked and now he's going into exile. And so he can't be.
Is this another one of those ninja? Because there's that one guy who made up some story about that some karate guys got him or something.
So we have theories. We have been discussing some theories that if we do the trivia tonight, we will discuss even further.
Ooh, very interesting.
Because there's multiple theories. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh God,
Very
Greg.
interesting.
Oh God.
Enough,
what are
Greg.
you on today, Greg?
Yeah, it's a very psychedelic thing that's going on there.
Yeah.
He said he's been microdosing because he heard about that on Joe Rogan's show, but I don't think he knows what that means. I think he's just he's just taking lots of Ambien. He thinks that's I think he thinks.
Oh, so is he getting them from your mom?
Yeah, he is. I can't believe you remember that. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. I hope she never finds this stream. Anyway, so Chippy, should we get one of the contestants in right now?
If it has to be one,
we gotta do one.
It should be all of them. But is it gonna crash if you do one? If you do all of them?
Let's actually see if this will work.
But is it gonna?
It better not crash. Can you, Chippy? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. We're in the room with everybody.
So everybody, we're gonna do some trivia. Let me do this. RM, you don't have to share the screen. You don't have to get in it.
But just to for anybody who doesn't know what's going on, Chippy has like 10 contestants in here, all competing for her romantical interest, right?
Hell yeah. And they're all, let me just tell you, people, when I tell you they're fine, they're fine. They're all hot, dude.
There's some guy who
I'm so shocked.
Some guy called in last stream and he said that it's getting really pervy in the Toilerette chat. Is that true?
Yeah, I might have started an illegal pornographic DM.
It's
guys.
It's very NSFW. I heard.
Yes, let me throw some instruction to the boys. Guys, go on the stream screen and you're gonna see a link on the top left that says kahoot.it. Just
all right, we'll come back. We'll come back when Chippy figures that out. We'll come back when she figures that one out. Donovan, are you there?
Hello, I am here.
Donnie! Donnie, what up?
What's up? I have two things I kind of want to talk about, but I want to start with monkey news. There was a monkey news thing that happened. That's so good. You know that person Tim Pool hired, Cassandra Fairbanks, is that her name?
Yeah.
She had a bit of a monkey fiasco on Twitter that resulted in her deleting every tweet about this.
You're kidding.
There's not a lot of like, you can't. I tried looking for screenshots and stuff, but I couldn't find much. But I watched this happen live on Twitter.
Oh boy.
So she tweeted that she was getting a pet monkey. Just out of like nowhere, like picking up my pet monkey today.
And
as I assume a lot of people know, like having a pet monkey is a very bad thing. It's not good.
Well, there's that one. Remember that one lady? That monkey tore her face.
Travis the Chimp. Our first discussion was about Travis the Chimp.
Travis the Chimp. Correctly. Yeah, I think that should have been a warning. That should have been a warning to everybody. Yeah.
So
they don't like it.
Everybody just like clowned on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was posting, like, she doubled down on it for a while. She was posting pictures of, like, the monkey food she was buying in advance and the diapers she was buying to have the monkey wear and all this.
Oh, no.
And, like, everybody was just making fun of her. And she deleted everything.
So
it's
do you think she secretly has that monkey, like Thora Birch style? Or
I
no?
have no way of knowing. I wouldn't put it past her, honestly.
Well,
she claimed that she was not buying it, but that she was getting it from a zoo who didn't want the monkey anymore, if I remember correctly. She said that a zoo didn't want the monkey anymore.
That sounds extremely made up, right? Oh, no, there's no
way that happens.
Yeah, there's an old zoo near where I live, and it's closing down. Like, she pictures in her mind like one of the old like shut down like fairgrounds in like Gotham City or whatever, and it's just like all these animals in these like decrepit cages. She like based on her tweets, she seems like probably one of the last people who should have any responsibility of any kind, but definitely not like an animal that's
definitely not a monkey that's gonna run around and destroy her house. If I remember right, she was getting, I think she said it was a marmoset, so those are tiny guys, so at least they can't ruin much, but I'm sure it'll find a way.
Oh boy. But have you seen that monkey video that's been going around where that monkey's breaking those beans apart? Have you seen that one?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have. I may have and have just forgotten about it.
He's not even eating them. He's just like next to a bowl of green beans, and he's just breaking them apart, and then he puts them back. It's so good. I'll find it and I'll put a link to it.
Yeah, but I'll find it.
The other thing that's cute about him, he's got his little monkey, like basically a little guy face, but he's just going like while he's breaking the beans, he's like making his little monkey noise.
Really good.
Yeah, it's very good.
That reminds me of those monkeys in like India that have learned to just like steal from people, but they know exactly what to steal. Like they know how to find expensive items that people want back, so that they can trade it for food from people. So like they'll steal your phone, and then you have to give them like berries until you've given them enough berries where they'll give you your phone back.
If there
like
was
a little trade.
If there was any doubt that monkeys are basically human, that will dispel any.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, Donovan. Of all the reasons to go to India, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, top of the list is to meet some of those thief monkeys, right?
To get your expensive sunglasses stolen by a monkey and have to give it berries or something until it goes okay.
It's sort of like a reverse souvenir. Like, I went to India, I got one of my things stolen. It's like a part of the experience.
I think this is a bit dark, but like the mayor of New Delhi a few years ago, like fell out of his like apartment or wherever he was living and was swarmed and killed by a bunch of monkeys. They just like attacked him because he was down on the ground, and a bunch of monkeys just came up and killed him. Pretty horrific stuff.
These monkeys, they're cute. They break beans.
Exactly.
They open packages.
And this is why you shouldn't own them.
I know. They own
little critters.
Some of them, seem to be doing okay. They open packages like George the Amazon package monkey, but some of them, they'll turn on you and they'll rip your face off.
They'll rip your face off,
and they'll kill a local.
Do you know why?
Official.
I learned this recently. Do you learn why Travis snapped? Like why the reason was?
Oh, I don't remember. Remind me why
the person who was watching him? It wasn't the owners. It was like a friend that was watching him. Touched his Tickle Me Elmo, and he didn't like that, so he just snapped.
That's understandable, right?
I mean,
that's pretty understandable.
My guy was innocent.
I'm on Travis's side on this one. Free Travis. Free Travis.
Just Tickle Me Elmo.
All right, Donovan. I'll talk to you later. I'll give him the flush. I'll give him the monkey flush. Matada McCleskey in the chat. People are just having, as usual, they're doing a parallel show in the chat. I'm okay, Brian. Sorry for a late response. I had fun. I hallucinated a weird HUD when... Okay, whatever. He's doxing himself. Dumbass Fairbanks has been tweeting about getting a damn monkey for months. If anybody knows more about that person, that's one of those things that I'm like, I'm not going to sit around. I'm already melting my brain watching all these horrible Tim Pool videos and all this stuff. you know, I'm not gonna watch that lady. I feel like it's just too much. Chipford, are you there?
In the stream. Oh, hey.
Chip.
Yeah. Did I screw up the stream?
No, you did not. No, you did not.
Okay.
But are you
Sorry.
are you ready to put some of these contestants under the hot seat?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Everything's set.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead, Chip.
Boys. Okay, boys. Let's
Chip.
start the show. Okay? I press start. Let me...
Chip,
what the hell? You
these...
kicked me out, and now I can't show the screen.
Get these tech issues fixed, Chip.
This is actually your fault. I blame you. Okay. First question, guys. Stevie Crowdy won't have a debate with our boy Sam Cedar.
Weird.
Because it is based on A, an ability to dunk Sam, B, a lie, his ability to not stand up to his father, or D, his ability to easily dookie his pants. Uh-oh, only 5 of y'all answered. Okay, next question.
All right, Chip really needs to work on. Chip, get those tech issues fixed. That's for 0. Yeah, let's talk about the person who's there's a pretty good chance will be our next president. Little weird. Oh, this is funny. Actually, I wanted to show everybody this. This was we got to make fun of Tim Pool a little bit because he always like predicts everything exactly wrong. But let's check this out.
One of the biggest threats facing Republicans is social media censorship. Over the past several years, very prominent conservatives have already been removed from many of these big tech platforms, and some of Trump's most ardent supporters were removed years ago, and this likely contributed to Donald Trump's defeat. Now, I said it a few years ago, Republicans were too stupid to solve the problem of big tech censorship to save their own careers. But there are some at the state level who know just how serious this is. And this brings me to Ron DeSantis. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in 2024. It's a long ways away. But as of right now, a lot of people are murmuring that name as a potential run for president. Maybe he will run on his own. Maybe he will be Trump's vice president come 2024. But right now, one of the biggest priorities of Ron DeSantis is protecting users on social media from bias.
There's a funny punchline coming to this, so stick with me.
And we got news. The Florida Senate has just nuked these big tech companies from orbit with a bill that is fairly bold. It would bar these companies from banning people based on political viewpoint. It would require that users have the ability to opt out of algorithms.
Where did he get that phrase, nuke them from orbit? That's like very dramatic. But he recorded this in April. And around that same time, Wired published this. Florida's new social media law will be laughed out of court. The Stop Social Media Censorship Act almost certainly violates both the U.S. Constitution and Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. This is just from a couple days ago. Oh my God. These ads, man. Federal judge clowns for Florida's poorly drafted social media deplatforming ban in hearing. A federal judge on Monday appeared skeptical about a new Florida law aimed at punishing social media companies that strip users of their platform or blah, 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 blah. I won't put you on the spot and ask you if you ever dealt with a statute that was more poorly drafted. The judge... So that's the thing that Tim Pool was all excited about. And we're going to see, we'll talk more about DeSantis later because I don't know if he still is, but just like days ago, he was polling ahead of Trump as like the next like Republican nominee. So that's good, really good news. Lasagna Tube, are you there?
Hey, RM.
What is up, bro?
Greg.
Hey, Hey, dude. Welcome to the Greg program where we talk about issues. I have been watching a lot of Lex Friedman videos, so I am basically a genius now.
Oh, God. Ugh.
I think you're ready.
Oh, God. Sorry about that. Lasagna Tube, you're a cool guy. I'm sorry that you have to deal with an absolute lunatic like Greg all the time.
No, he's a wonderful fella. He's trying to learn now. I mean, hey, if we want to watch some Lex Friedman, let's do it.
Is that what that guy's name is? Lex Friedman? He's the one who like wears a tie. He wears the Reservoir Dogs outfit to all his interviews.
I love it. That is exactly perfect description for it too. Nice skinny tie.
What would he be?
Oh.
Mr. They would just call him Mr. YouTube. Like there would be Mr. Pink, Mr. White, and then Mr. YouTube would be Lex Friedman.
Mr. YouTube. Mr. Gray. He's Mr. Gray. He's
Mr. Gray. Yeah, I like that. Mr. Gray. That's good.
Blends into the background. Mr. YouTube, you know.
He's a little boring, so we call him Mr. Gray.
Comes on Joe Rogan and sings his little tune. You know what I mean? He's a fun guy.
He does his little song and dance. Yeah, we love him. We love to see him. Well, Lasagna Tube, what's going on with you?
Oh, I'm trying to just keep my head above water, trying to stay cool. How about yourself? You staying cool? Are you still able to?
I'm a sweaty boy. I'm a real sweaty boy. I'll tell you that. I step foot outside and I just have I have just that sweat stain all over my clothes. You know what I mean? And then every once in a while I'll catch my reflection and I'll be like, oh God, I just like interacted with somebody at a store. And I look like I'm on, Survivor or something, you know. But
your back sweat. You got a little bit of the back of your shirt sticking to you.
I got the back sweat. The face is flush. You know, I'm a little bit burnt. All that crap. All that.
Texas, I tell you what, it's not made for.
It's not made for us. It's not made for us sweaty boys and us treat enthusiasts. But
absolutely,
Lasagna Tube, what do you got for us tonight on the beautiful, gorgeous program?
I'm excited. I tell you what, I'm excited to see who gets picked. I think it's really heating up, but I'm curious. But I'm not getting much feedback. We can't really tell. Who do you think is in the lead right now, RM? I'm curious.
I think, well, man, I don't know. That's a really good question. I think a few of them, I kind of thought that Richard Nixon was going to take it. Like I would put all my money. But I think he said some stuff that Chippy didn't like last time. And then Patrick kind of was like being very charming. So at this point, I feel like there's maybe like 3 or 4 contestants who have a really good chance, right?
Okay.
And Chippy has agreed to marry. She has agreed to marry whoever wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Oh. Pretty sick stuff.
Weird. I was going to say heartwarming, but it is sick too. You know what I mean? It's sick and heartwarming.
It's a good combination of sick and heartwarming.
Absolutely. And it's the perfect type of toileterist content that just embodies the RM experience. Don't you think? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
impressed.
It's a great, like any marriage, it's a great performance art piece, I would say. You know what I mean? You know what? There is that guy, I can't remember, but the Poundcast, DJ Doug Pound, always interviews this guy who, he is like a performance artist of some kind, and he did like a marriage, like he married somebody as an art piece. So check that. That's a great idea to plug other shows on my show. You know, go watch that.
No, I was just personally. It's better than cutting yourself and getting on stage. You know, pulling the Gigi Allen and just defecating on stage and cutting yourself. You know what I mean? It's an easier way to make a buck.
I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Gigi going down the Gigi Allen route. Is there a streaming platform where you can smear your own doo-doo all over yourself and cut yourself? There's got to be, right?
I'm pretty sure Twitch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Twitch allows it.
Twitch. Okay. All right. I'll check. Yeah. Twitch is the Gigi Allen of streaming platforms. All right.
I'm fairly certain we could get it. We can get a little tab made up. You know what I mean? Where it's just smearing an art form. I don't know. That's my idea. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go pitch it right now.
Hell yeah. I love it. Lasagna, it's always good to hear from you. Do you got anything else for us? Or should I give you the flusheroonie?
I'm sorry, but I'm ready to be flushed. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Like I said, I'm excited to see what turns out on the toiletette.
Always good talking to you, Lasagna. You're one of the greatest and probably the best voiced person on the platform. Love you. Talk to you later.
Hey,
and you get flushed.
Lasagna Tube. Lasagna Tube. Lasagna Tube. Lasagna Tube.
Still figuring out the chaos pad, as you can tell. It's a little complicated. A little bit of complexities to this thing. Let's talk to... Okay, let's see if... Chippy, are you there?
Yes.
We're gonna do...
I know the solution to this.
Chippy,
no.
In the room right now is Landriel.
Hello. You're making me angry.
Look, Chip, we tried doing the everybody in the room thing, and it was people in the chat were saying, and this multiple people said this is an unmitigated disaster, they said. Which I find
an unmitigated disaster because you're not doing it correctly.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to Landriel. He just feels like he's in the middle of a fight between two parents. Are you, Chippy?
Yeah, the problem is that it's not going to work. We're going to have to do something else then.
Fire some questions at Landriel. Let's just see what happens.
I don't have any questions. Just come back to me.
You have nothing?
I have nothing.
Oh, okay.
Landriel.
Oh my gosh.
Landriel, what do you think qualifies you to be Chippy's marriage partner?
I think we have a lot in common.
Okay.
I think we share similar interests and worldviews. We
Anime?
get along very well. Yes, I watched a lot of anime.
What do you
I
guys
don't watch as much as she does, but I watch a lot of anime.
It's pretty much all she does is anime, staring at anime. Now, a quick question, does she watch any of that pervert anime?
We haven't really gotten into that conversation yet.
Okay.
We were watching Assassination Classroom, and there was this character that was very sexual, femme fatale-esque character. Wow. And that got pretty lewd, but other than that, it was pretty tame. You know? All right. Well,
Chippy, we're gonna figure out the tech. Let me ask you this: who are you most afraid of in this competition?
Comedian 06 is a buff, kind of attractive man who's very, witty and quick. So,
boy.
I am nervous of him. He's a great guy. He's a great guy, though. So
okay. Well, he's a double threat. Great guy, and he's got muscles or whatever.
Right.
All right.
Very.
All right. Landriel, you heard it from Landriel. Optimus, are you there?
Why?
Oh yeah, I'm more than here.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, dude? Hey, what's up, dude? Welcome to the Greg Show. Greg Show on 103.9, The Greg.
He's doing like.
Thanks for having me, Greg.
You're on 102.8, The Greg.
What? I don't even know
so
what
is.
Really?
Does Greg have an opinion about the NBA Finals?
He says this is what he says. Okay, you're not gonna believe this. He thinks the Washington.
I'm ready.
He thinks the Washington Generals are gonna win.
They have a good chance, honestly. It's between them and the Mighty Ducks. It's a head-to-head.
Who do you think? Can you give us an NBA update?
Honestly, for real talk, I think the Suns are going to win. They just have a team that's really doing everything right now. And they have Chris Paul, who's one of the greatest players. So, yeah, I think the Phoenix Suns are going to pull it out, and that's good for Phoenix.
So
There's not a lot going on for that place, so they need something.
Exactly. I'm gonna play some. Who's the best Phoenix Suns player to ever play on that team?
Ever play? Steve Nash used to play for the Phoenix Suns.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Oh,
I knew you were gonna say it.
I mean, yeah, I think he has to be the one.
Did Charles Barkley was a Phoenix Sun at one point, wasn't he?
Possibly. I don't remember back that far.
All right, so if I'm gonna
Charles Barkley's prime was before my prime.
So if I'm gonna put some money on a team for the NBA Finals, you're saying give it to the Suns?
Yeah, I think. I mean, if you got a little money to throw down, yeah, do it.
Sports
and then
talk.
if I'm wrong, I'll come back and you can beat me up.
Sports Talk 102. Sports Talk 560 with it's Greg.
Yeah, there's all kinds of sports going on.
All
you
right.
are. Do I remember correctly saying you're Italian?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Have you been watching the UEFA European Championships?
No, I haven't. What's going on? I haven't really been paying attention to any sports.
Your homeland, Italy, they're playing Belgium in the quarterfinals.
Oh, yes.
Oh! So, if you want to throw that on, I think it's like Friday or Saturday, you know.
I absolutely
get on the bandwagon.
I absolutely will. Yes, I'll be like a fair weather fan for that, for sure.
Yeah, and the future the mayor of Texas, Matthew McConaughey, just opened the newest Major League Soccer team in your town, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I'm right down the street from the from I believe it's the new like stadium or whatever. But
yeah, they got a new place.
Yeah, it's pretty huge. All right, Optimus, I'm having a little sound issue, so I'm gonna flush you for now. But we will come back to you. We will come back. I bet that's my problem. I bet that's my problem. Yeah, if Barkley is the greatest, then explain why he doesn't have a 2K card. Hey, bro, come on. Charles Barkley was definitely a Phoenix Sun. I remember watching him in Space Jam. That Space Jam reference. That's the basketball players I know. If they're not in Space Jam, I'm not interested.
It's 560 Sports Talk with Greg. Greg and the Mad Dog.
All right, that's a little too much. That's a little too much. One of the best names in the Discord, Willem DeFlush. Willem DeFlush, are you there?
Yeah, what's going on there, RN?
Flushing toilets, flushing toilets.
What up, flushing toilets to you? How's it going?
What was that? I didn't catch you.
Flushing toilets to you, my friend. How are you?
Yeah.
What do you got
good.
for us?
I actually wanted to ask you real quick if you're happy with your budding career as a game show host.
You mean the host of the Toilerette?
Well, I also have another idea for you.
Yes, please.
It's called The Road to Friendship, and I think it's got to be with, I think it was Shenanigans the other day.
The Road to Friendship, yes. This is where Shenanigans kind of just like she took the initiative with a food service industry worker at a restaurant, and she said, "Let's be friends." To this woman, and we want to follow the progress of this friendship. But what would this be a just Shenanigans focused game show, or how would this work?
Sure, it could be. It could be like seasonal, where Shenanigans is season 1.
And it's just like somebody's making a friend. Like the like goal of the contestant would be to just like form a friendship.
Yeah, very much so. I think that should be the root of the show.
Oh, I think that's really good. It would be because all these shows, the stakes are really high. Like, oh, the Bachelorette, you're gonna marry somebody, or it's like you win $1 million, or you get some like recording contract or whatever. It'd be good to just be like, I'm trying to make a friend, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of nice, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think, Willem DeFlush? Hold on a second. Let me ask you this: did you hear my Spike Lee movie ranking. Do you have anything to say about that?
I've definitely heard it. I can't say I've seen all the movies. I've seen Crooklyn and Malcolm X.
And what do you?
And I can't even remember what order you put them in, but I think Crooklyn was like number 3 or 4.
Oh, you nailed it. Crooklyn's number 3. Malcolm X, Clockers, Crooklyn, Do the Right Thing, and He Got Game.
And I might have seen Do the Right Thing as well.
Very good.
But like a while back, like that's, yeah, I couldn't tell you what happened because I feel like I watch so much crap now. Just Netflix is always playing some like half a star movie, and I'm just like, I'll just put this on, and then my brain just turns to jello.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you 3 directors, and you tell me if you have any interest in any of these guys. Paul Thomas Anderson, Stanley Kubrick, Spielberg, Steven Soderbergh, Tarantino, David Lynch, Scorsese.
Yeah. I like Scorsese. You said Kubrick. I've seen some Kubrick. I don't know who Paul Thomas Anderson is, though.
All right, we'll do Scorsese, because this is what we got for Scorsese. Casino, Goodfellas, pretty obvious, right? Casino, Goodfellas, Mean Streets, Color of Money, Taxi Driver. Any opinion on that?
Taxi Driver last?
I put Taxi Driver last. I think Color of Money is better because it's sort of a goofy. It's sort of funner. You're right. I might need to think about you. You know what? You're right. I might need to think about that one, Willem.
And I just wanted to switch it up real quick.
Do it.
I love talking about movies, but you're always talking about the muscular class, right?
Yeah, I you know what? I'm going to say I coined that term, not Charlie Kirk. I'm going to take full credit right now for that.
So I'd really like to join it, but the problem is my entire body is not muscular, but my neck is absurdly muscular. My neck is, if I were to buy shirts based on the size of my neck, I would need to buy an extra large. But the rest of my body is a medium. So my neck is actually wider than my head.
What are you doing? What are you doing that this neck's so strong? Are you doing neck specific exercises? Are you do you sleep with your head in some kind of a raised position, or like what's going on with this neck of yours?
Yeah.
All of that. All right. Well, Willem Dafoe, get that neck under control, okay? Maybe you need a neck reduction surgery or something.
Maybe, yeah. I think the cutting edge of technology, it could really help out on this.
All right. Love you, Willem. Classic Willem. Classic, and some say typical, Willem. Let's get back. Should we get back to the next president of the United States? Governor Ron DeSantis wants to defund Florida universities that teach anti-racism. DeSantis, I'm very excited. This guy seems pretty chill. He seems like a pretty chill and based. That's what the kids are saying, and I'm cool too, so I say it. Based. He's a based poggers. Governor Ron DeSantis wants to defund Florida universities that teach anti-racism. DeSantis signed a law to track. I wonder if it's going to be like the social media law, where they're just like, who wrote this? Why is this in crayon? And threatened budget cuts for those he doesn't like. Many Republicans have, this is the Glenn Greenwald's website, The Intercept. Many Republicans have become invested in enforcing a white supremacist backlash in their state's education system, but perhaps none so much as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. As dozens of bills are advancing in state houses nationwide to ban the teaching of the basic truths of American racist history, DeSantis signed a bill into law this week that threatens to surveil and cut funding to public institutions of higher learning found to be on the wrong side of the Republicans' ongoing white nationalist crusade. I heard somebody talking about this. I can't remember who, but I think this is a genius assessment of like who might be the next president, which I guess kind of who cares. But I think that it is like because like Democrats are, you know, they're kind of just like playing with their tuchuses, and Republicans, whatever, they just, you know, whatever, they're just the other side of the same coin. That this might be like the tipping point. This stuff, this like critical race theory stuff, where people are getting all foamed. They're getting all, you know, they're doing this. You're hurting the kids. So that might tip the whole thing. And then, by the way, look at this guy. That is the look. That is a dead-eyed. There's what's going on. What's going on with that guy? I mean, there's some look. You know, we don't want to judge people based on their looks, but sometimes you could tell when there's not a whole lot going on behind the old eyeballs. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, we got a special guest.
We got a real special guest. Local hero. A lot of people call him a local hero. Goes by the name of Kyle McLaughlin Hopper. Kyle, are you there? Kyle, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, finally, Kyle.
I can hear you.
Is it like being choppy?
Kyle, I got
you. Are you doing that? Is Greg up to some hijinks?
Greg has been having some bizarre technical issues, and a lot of people are speculating.
Outbursts.
Yeah, and his phone is kind
technical outbursts.
Oh, his phone's all messed up. It's all glitched out. It's all glitch mobbed out. It's sick.
Yeah, I feel like a local hero today. I scored. I saw that. Did you see that Spoon is doing a show at Mohawk?
Spoon is doing a show at Mohawk. Whoa.
Yeah, and they announced it at like 11, and tickets went on sale at noon, and you had to go pick them up there. So I went and got tickets for tomorrow night. Should be a cool show.
Gonna see Spoon, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm mostly glad to just be back at Mohawk. That's like I feel like they get the best shows overall, at least for my taste.
They get the big ones. You're gonna go there, gonna stop by Chirp Charlie's for a second, go see their new neon crap that they got over there.
Maybe I will, and I hear the vegan food truck out front is supposed to be really good.
I love that we're doing let's
just talk about more inside baseball here. Yeah, everybody's tuned out. There's 3 listeners now. The other Austinites.
The minute you said Mohawk, it went from like 130 viewers. Now it's down to 4. There are 4 people left in.
Right. Who's the guy that's from? Did you the guy that lived on that was like East Side Austin was like his name? Has he ever been back?
No.
The guy that?
He would call with his girlfriend would
with
call.
His girlfriend.
Yeah. Haven't heard from him. He lost interest. They both just
doing all right. Yeah.
I hope they're okay, but I think they just lost interest. They were like, whatever. This show sucks. I think they sent me a message. They were like, we like the show, but we're not going to call in anymore because of that the Greg guy. So
is a nightmare.
Oh boy,
he really is. It's brutal. I don't know if I think
different people have different views.
Here we go. Get the phone fixed, man.
Oh yeah, he's having some technical.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It would. Let me ask you this one last question, Kyle Hopper. Any good opening acts for Spoon, or you're gonna pull up right when Spoon's taking the stage, and then you're gonna leave the minute they finish?
No, it's a good opening. I think he's a local guy, Walker Lukens. Are you familiar?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a local guy. I think he does kind of the new. It's hard to describe. Kind of the like. I think he does a little bit of the surf rocky like new vibe that a lot of like indie bands do. You know,
favorite.
I think that's his
favorite Spoon song.
Oh. Man, it's hard to say a song.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the the gimme, what was it called? Give me.
That's the way we get by. The way we get by.
Yeah, that's a great one. I loved the 2014 album as well. That was actually, I thought, just as good as any of their earlier stuff.
They're good.
But yeah, that's about it. What's going on? What's the topics for today?
Oh my God. Actually, hold on. You know what? I forgot to do actual topics. But you're a guy who knows some things about movies. Let's do this, okay? Ready? Let's do this one. Hold on.
I know things.
Let me do this one. So I got a bunch of directors here and then listing their best movies, okay? A lot of people, look, this is a little bit of a hacky thing, but it's a good thing. So I just did all of them.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
So let's do Tarantino. This is my
Okay.
actually.
Let me pull up his movies. Yeah, I can definitely. Tarantino's a good one that I can definitely give an opinion.
Okay,
on.
you tell me your Tarantino's first.
I'll tell you my. Yeah, so you want me to order them? How many? He's got 9, right?
Do 5. Just do the top 5.
Do the top 5 of the 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. It's hack, but I'm gonna go number 1, Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go number 2. This one may be a little bit more of a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go number 2 for me is Inglourious Bastards.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, and then I'll go to. Oh man, can we lump the Kill Bills in together? Is that what we're doing here?
I think you got it. Yeah, you can do them as one, or you can do them as 2. You get that
I
option.
think they're one unit. Yeah.
Okay, very good. No problems.
But
here.
let's see. I actually may go. That would be interchangeable with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, probably followed by Jackie Brown, and then Reservoir Dogs.
Interesting.
It might have been 6. I don't know.
Interesting.
What's your order? All different.
There's some similarities. I go Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2, Inglourious Bastards, Reservoir Dogs. I'm leaving.
Okay, that's not that different. I threw Jackie Brown in there. I will have to say I've watched that one less times than all the other ones. I do remember enjoying it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was really good, but it may not be, if I'm being honest about which ones I've watched more religiously, it's definitely the order of probably Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill, and then so I think we just differ on Kill Bill and Inglourious Bastards mostly. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, we're getting really close here. But you swept it.
Man,
you know what? Inglourious Bastards is a very good movie. You're not far off.
It's so good, man. You got the Christoph Waltz performance in that. Like it is just incredible.
He has it. You know what? You got to remember about that Christoph Waltz. Is he? What was that? The background stuff going on there. Get that down.
Just now, is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I was gonna say Christoph Waltz has a lot of treats in that movie. He's drinking milk. He does.
Oh man, the la creme scene is the best. Where he's like, oh, wait for the cream, and then he eats just one. I love it because they just get one little spoon of it. And if I'm a treat connoisseur, and I would want much more of the cream than what they get. But
that's how you know you're a true treat enthusiast. You're watching the scene where this Nazi is eating a creme thing, and you're just thinking about how you want to be him, even though he's a Nazi. Even though he's a Nazi, just so you can.
You just think that Nazi needs more cream.
Okay, well, we got to answer this question from Ian Camp. And Ian Camp, thank you for the 5 bones. And he said, this is a really good question. What's your opinion on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I didn't get it. I'll say what I think, and then you can chime in if you want, Kyle Hopper. But I think it's the movie that he's been trying to make his whole career. He tried to do it with Jackie Brown, you can find him on YouTube talking about this, that he wanted to make a movie that's sort of like these novels, like Charles Willeford novels, where you're hanging out with criminals. And he calls it a hangout movie. And there's a lot of that in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I think that he wanted to give everybody he wanted to please everybody with that movie too, because if you're sort of a reactionary, you could say, yeah, like kill those hippies. You could also say it's a hallucination. It seems like it's probably a hallucination because there's the whole thing of whatever, him smoking the LSD dipped thing, which is not even, I don't know if that would even work.
And then I would just add that additionally, it's like a love letter to LA and LA at that time, which he's obsessed with. He's obsessed with
the and he's obsessed with Manson too. There's, if anybody listened to the WTF interview, he's talking about, weirdly though, he didn't read Chaos. I was like waiting for him to mention Chaos. That would have been, again, we've talked about this in the on the stream, like Chaos would make an amazing movie. You know, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
If anybody doesn't know, Chaos is basically, it's about how Manson, there's some speculation from this, not speculation, there was a lot of research from this reporter who kind of started to stumble upon the possibility that Charles Manson was a CIA asset of some kind, and there's some convincing evidence to that, and people who worked that gets totally lost in Tarantino's movie, which is unfortunate. But I think what he focused on also is the Brad Pitt character, who's sort of like a guy who could go either way. He's like in between. He's almost in between the two. In between the two worlds or classes at the time, like the hippies who want to. They're more like revolutionary, and then there's the old school Leonardo DiCaprio wealthy guy, and he's like, he could kind of go either way. He's like caught in between either. I think there's a reading of it that way too.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So do you mean to tell me the CIA aren't benevolent?
I don't know. I got some skepticism toward the CIA. I feel like they're probably a bunch of cool guys. They're probably a bunch of cool guys, right?
Bunch of cool shades wearing fucking, James Bond types.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've seen I've seen a couple of those Pierce Bronson, 007s.
Bronson.
It's like that. Bronsman.
Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronsman, the star of 007.
Right.
Well, Kyle Hopper, before I let you go, you got anything else for us tonight?
No, I don't. I see the topics on the screen. I guess this was from last time. Say awkward party behavior.
That was from last time, but feel free to go for it. Feel free to go for it.
What were there any good suggestions on that? I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite? What's your favorite awkward party behavior?
I mean, I think only one guy talked about the topic, but he had a really good thing about like when you go to some party or something and everybody's sitting down and there's like not a seat for you. So you're kind of hovering, standing nearby. Just kind of
lingering.
You're just lingering.
Yeah.
Lingering like just a total piece of turd, you know? That's the problem.
Another one is when you tell you tell everybody bye, and then for some reason you can't leave yet, or you left something.
Oh.
You gotta.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or you say there's a variation on that when you say goodbye to one specific person who maybe you're not like a very close friends with. You're like, all right, bye.
Right.
And they're leaving too, and then you guys are like walking in the same direction, and then you
nightmare. Yeah. I know that one more is if there's the person that you kind of know, like you met them, maybe you haven't even met them, you just know they're like a friend of a friend, and you both have been at the party together for an hour, and you haven't spoken to each other, and then then you just decide not to for the rest of the night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Anyway, it's pretty. You can flush me now.
Pretty sick. All right.
For flush.
Well, wait, Kyle. Before you go, whenever you come back, will you give us a report on how the Spoon Show went?
Yeah.
All right.
I will.
All right. I'll see you then.
I'll do that.
Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Nobody gets the flush anymore. They get this. There we go. Chippy.
Just the other day.
Chippy, are you there?
Yes, can I first say I am sorry for the sass. I feel kind of bad.
No, it's fine. Do you want to try it? We're all in the room. We're hearing it. Do you want
Yeah, no, we did the trivia.
Okay.
And so 2 gentlemen are gone.
Oh!
One, we have known that he's going to be gone for a while, and that is Patrick. Patrick, do you have any last words? Any explanation for your disaster?
Apart from my appalling performance in the trivia, the recent attempts and threats on my life have forced me into a self-imposed exile. I'm hoping to lead the ninja hordes away from the other competitors so that the Tylerette can continue.
Oh my god.
What a classy, humble way to step down. Beautiful. Man, this is a really sad turn. I thought Patrick might sweep this whole thing.
I know, me too. When I saw, he sent me a picture of the threat. He got like a threat letter.
Yeah.
And I was just shocked. I just told him, I'm like, Patrick, you just have to run. Run. I don't know where, but you gotta run.
Who sent this threat, you think? Richard Nixon? Richard Nixon?
Well, so we have theories.
Uh-huh.
We have theories.
Okay.
Richard is one of them, but he has said that that is his version in another universe, so I don't know what he's talking about. Our second theory is that NASCAR is trying to kill the boys.
NASCAR?
Yeah, NASCAR.
Oh boy. Like that,
yeah.
Like how that guy, they're building a NASCAR thing in his backyard, that dude?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it's because, like, you know, maybe it's because Landriel needs like a home, so he's like, you know, trying to get rid of everybody, you know, so he can come live with me.
Oh.
There's multiple theories out there about NASCAR.
Oh boy.
But probably the worst one of all, and it's the one that these boys think is the one doing it, is RM and Greg.
Whoa!
And
they
Greg
think that they think that we're sending threats out?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that Greg can have me all for himself.
I got no comment on that.
Oh, get it fixed. Oh. Oh man, it's heating up. This is sounding, I think you might be right. This is sounding pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And
well, who else got chopped?
Battle Bong, my number one chimp.
It was me. I
Battle
tried
Bong.
my best.
What
I
happened?
learned a lot about love and loss. And,
what happened? How did this go down?
I didn't click on one of the answers. It was terrible. I thought I did, and it was terrible.
Oh God.
And I think Landriel also probably sabotaged me. Somehow.
Sweet Jesus.
Somehow.
Sweet baby Jesus.
A lot of hostile attitudes towards me in this group.
Yeah, I'm really.
Landriel, to describe the background, describe what's on that wall for the audience behind you.
It is some noise pads, some acoustic tiles.
Oh yeah, you're sounding
on the back.
You are sounding really good. I have to say that. I think they're
but
working.
RM,
they're arranged in a racing checker pattern.
Right? Isn't that suspicious?
I'm sorry, physics works a certain way.
Oh,
He is the NASCAR.
Shots fired.
Acoustic
Looking like
science
the race
says
flag.
It must be that way.
All right. A lot of people talking at once in there. Redolent thought, it's all of the other guys. They knew he was a threat and banded together to get rid of him and then supposedly play fair after that. But you know that won't happen. Oh, man. That sounds... It's getting intense, guys. It's getting weird. It's getting... Weird. It's getting weird. Let's do Kubrick. Shining, 2001, Doctor Strangelove, Eyes Wide Shut, Paths of Glory. Eyes Wide Shut those two last ones might switch. Yeah, I mean... G.I. Joker, are you there? G.I. Joker, are you there? Oh, you know what? I gotta read a couple of these. Squid for Hire. Hold on. Hold on, G.I. Joker. You get this.
Oh, sorry.
Squid for Hire, thank you so much. It's stripper style with Squid for Hire. And Vin Murder mystery train dinner show in Fort Myers. What? What is that? Is that what that $2 is for, or is that what he's doing? I don't know. Jane, thank you. Got 5 on it for Greg. She's got 5 on it. Ian Camp, we already talked about the opinion of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. By the way, I don't think Tarantino quite got there with his idea of wanting to do a hangout movie. I don't think he ever quite reached what he was trying to do. You know, the guy who did 2-Lane Blacktop made it there, I think. Tarantino, not so much. Death Proof is a good one. Jack Straw, thank you. G.I. Joker, I'm sorry for all that. What's going on?
Oh no, you're totally fine. I had my mute button on.
Oh boy, what's
I know, right? Crazy. Like I'm an amateur or something, unlike you, the professional.
No. You're beautiful. You're doing perfect. But I have to say, oh, somebody's asking for John Carpenter. Well, you're a couple steps ahead because that is going to happen. But
oh yeah.
It is going to happen. And I want to apologize. For some reason, there's a crackling going on. And again, this is the...
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Guys, this is what we do. This is what we do with this program, okay?
I did hear some guns going off earlier. Shots fired on the scene is what I heard. Is that
there
true?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yep, I just heard it. Oh, my God. That's crazy. Is Greg okay? Is Greg alive?
Oh, no. I think he was...
Oh, my God.
I think he was shot.
Oh shit!
Oof!
Oh man, dude, Greg, that's not good at all for you.
Doesn't sound good.
No, not at all.
Look.
I would. I mean, the show doesn't stop for anybody. Let's be real here. I mean, you gotta flush Greg. You gotta flush Greg.
McRibs is saying there's no crackle. Look, maybe the crackle is hopefully just on my end. But this is what this show's about, guys. Non-stop tech problems. Non-stop problems of everything. The chippy thing is a complete meltdown. Everybody in the chat is saying that we're all in agreement. It's just a complete disaster. But the important thing is we keep moving forward. We keep pushing forward.
I was gonna ask about the chippy thing, so I'm a little confused. I tuned in to watch the Toilerette, and I wanted you to host it like that one guy who like brings up the drama.
Yep.
And just a suggestion. I think you need to bring a previous like love interest into the show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like every time the Bachelorette happens, it's like, are you sure you want to go with this guy, or like your ex-boyfriend that you just recently broke up with while the show was still going on? Like you're still seeing him while the show is going on.
Oh God. That's a really.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit of drama, a little bit of drama for your show.
G.I. Joker, that's a really good idea. Holy moly. Holy moly.
I know. I mean, it's not because I have like 13 female cousins and I watched the Bachelorette season finale every year for like all my life when we went to summer vacation. But yeah.
Well, I got to say this is from McRib. So here we go. John Carpenter. The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York, They Live, and In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, I love Big Trouble in Little China. I think that's like the only one I've seen out of that.
That's a great one, right? Very fun, visually beautiful, and perfect.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking for Takashi Miike. There's a lot of directors I forgot, but I'm gonna put Takashi Miike Takashi me down. Okay, I'll put him down.
You said Kakashi Hatake, the 6th Hokage, yeah?
No, it's a different guy. Totally different guy. But
oh man, I thought we were talking about the Hokage of the Hidden Leaf. No, I'm sorry.
Well, G.I. Joker, what else you got for us tonight? Anything interesting or important on your mind tonight?
So I got my boss fired.
Whoa! What happened?
Yeah. Okay, so I work at a Staples. I think I told you this before, maybe.
Okay.
I sell stuff. I basically I could do anything over at that Staples, minus putting stuff out on the shelf. I hate that. Hate that shit. I'll sell you stuff. I'll talk to you. I'll help you out with your like weird technology problems if you're a boomer. But that's what I do.
You do the thing where you have to print stuff. Do you ever do that? Because they print crap.
Oh yeah, all the time. Okay. I'm actually now the print supervisor.
Very good.
The previous print supervisor was sleeping with my boss, the general manager.
Oh my God! Whoa, jeez.
And they weren't They weren't doing it. I'm sorry. This is a family channel. I'm sorry. They were in a relationship.
Very good. Clean it up.
Yeah.
Clean it up.
Gosh, I mean the Pope is watching, right? Anyways, so basically, I filed an anonymous report, and along with other workers that I work with, filed anonymous reports.
Okay.
Basically saying like, this guy is with this gal, and he's the general manager, and she's the Prince Soup. At the time, I was the technology supervisor, and I was like, this sucks. Like I'm doing her job and my job and not getting paid. Hardly as much as I should be. It was awful. It was probably the worst.
Yuck.
But that's how I got my boss fired. The lady came in. She's the HR lady. She basically said like, come into my office. And like Donald Trump, he got fired.
Did you do the Apprentice type thing? Did you do
yeah,
a Trump
it was
voice?
me, the HR lady, and our district manager, all like in a 3-line. And I was like Don Jr., man. I was like the weirdo on there. Like the others are like actually, the other ones are actually professional. Like Ivanka's like the HR lady, and she's actually got all the receipts of what happened.
Right.
And, yeah.
You know what? We got to work that into the slang vernacular or whatever. It's got to be I'm going Don Jr. up in here. I'm going Don Jr.
Oh no. That does sound really good.
I think that means like, what would that mean? That it means that you're probably doing a lot of cocaine.
Like a fail son.
Yeah, you're a fail son.
A lot of cocaine, fail son. You show up at like conventions all the time and have like really high energy, and then you like slowly sputter into like sleep like slippery, like sloshy, like sleepiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's something.
Oh,
there's something weird because like Trump seems a little bit like he just doesn't give a crap about anything. There's something about Don Jr. that there's a heaviness to Don Jr. There's like
and you know what
something's off.
You know what's so crazy about Don Jr.? I watched a documentary, or not a well, I guess it was kind of like a documentary / like news thing about him. And like he and his dad had a huge falling out back in his early childhood. Like seriously, like straight up, like because Trump divorced his mom and was like being a dick about it and all this stuff. And Don Jr. sided with his mom for years,
right?
Like most of his life.
But then Donnie Jr. started noticing some business opportunities, probably where maybe a little bit more with a trunk. But
yeah.
Whoops, sorry, I flushed you on accident there, GI Joker. Sorry about that. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what? I feel like I kind of got to talk about this as a, a very proudly born in Florida person. Here we go. This is about that condo that collapsed, which is really one of the saddest stories in a while. But I found this weird story about it, shaking all the time. Surfside condo owners complained of luxury tower being built next door. People were complaining about this for a while, and just like nothing happened. 2.5 years before her building collapsed into a pile of rubble, Champlain Towers South resident, by the way, people keep saying near Miami. Surfside is North Miami Beach, so calm down. Oh yeah, we're not in Miami anymore. We're in Surfside. You're in Miami. Shut up, calm down. Okay?
What?
We're concerned that the construction next to Surfside is too close. A board member of the condo association wrote in 2019 email to a building official in her Florida town. Workers were digging too close to our property and we have blah, 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 blah. So this person is going on and on. Like, this stuff was like there are like ongoing problems with this thing that the people just were like, just not interested in. And, sort of like tying this back to Ron DeSantis, I think they're going to find more about how a lot of this stuff is, related to like climate change stuff. And Ron DeSantis is such a weird dude because he's like he's got a bunch of money for Florida for like climate change related stuff like flooding and stuff, but he won't say like on camera that he believes climate change is real. Like, it's such a funny, odd position that dude's in. Just 28 minutes later, the official Rosendo Pristo responded that there is nothing for me to check. The reason why? The offending development, an ultra-luxury tower known as 87 Park, was directly across the border separating the town of Surfside from the city of Miami Beach, which runs between the two buildings. Oh, man. So they're like, that's a different town. Bill Cosby topic. I don't know. That one I'm going to wait a while. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait a while on the Bill Cosby situation. Not going to jump right into whatever's going on with Bill Cosby. Let's check what we got going on here. Andres, thank you. By the way, does anybody disagree? Let's see if anybody disagreed with that Johnny Carpenter list. And nobody gives a crap about Johnny. Come on, if anybody's got a problem with my Johnny Carpenter ranking. I'm in Sunny Isles, an 8-minute drive from Ground Zero. This is really upsetting. All the municipalities are getting into preemptive damage control. Yeah, they did. They also did like a sort of a city official meeting where they apparently forgot to turn the mics on. I don't know if anybody saw that. I was like, okay, let's see what they say. I can't hear them because they forgot to turn the mics on. Thank you, Andres. You're a hero. And we all love you. Battle Bong, are you there?
Bong, what's up, bro?
Oh, this is a real Italian Guy Fieri.
Oh my God. What is up? We got a real Italian on the line. What up, Fieri?
I would like to say that the Battle Bong is crying in the shower right now. I try to knock on the bathroom door. He did not open up. What?
He's sad that he didn't win the toilerette?
He is completely heartbroken. I also have a recommendation for a treaty pie. Snacky pie.
Let's hear it. I have a feeling it's going to be penne pasta or something.
No, this is the American classic. It is low-sodium Triscuits with cheese. You see, the cheese already has a salt, so you get the low-sodium Triscuit. It is perfect.
Low-sodium Triscuits? Do they make that?
They do here in Canada, where I am living with the Battle Bong.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see if I could get my dirty hands on those in here in this decrepit country. Oh my God! I hope you guys aren't hearing that crackling. Let's see. People are asking for Wes Anderson. I kind of wanted to leave him out, but let's see. Best Wes Anderson movies. I'm gonna go Rushmore #1. Life Aquatic Rushmore #1, Darjeeling Limited #2, Life Aquatic #3, Moonrise Kingdom #4, Bottle Rocket ‐5. And I am firm on that, and I stick to it. If anybody's got a problema with it, get that tukis on, and you can have a problem with it. Okay. Richard Nixon?
Howdy.
Rick, what up, dude? Rick, what up, dude?
Hi, Greg.
Rick?
Oh my God, do you hear what's going on? Do you hear that? Greg, you gotta get that fixed. Oh, he's ruining the show.
Yo, Greg's going dubstep. That's some Greg step.
Oh, that's some classic Greg crap right there.
All right. I gotta ask you, don't speed flush me tonight.
I won't.
You're
asking for
we're
it.
Finally getting. All right. We finally got the story. Y'all are gonna learn why I had to resign in the 70s.
Oh God, what happened?
All right. So we gotta start with the background because everyone keeps confusing me with the Richard Nixon from this universe.
Okay.
That wasn't good at football.
Okay. You got some. What's the dude's? You got some Christopher Nolan time thing going on with your existence, right? Where there's like two different realities that you're living in, or something like this.
Oh, there's a whole like DC universe going on, pretty much.
Oh God. Okay.
Universe.
All right. So let's hear it. Please.
And you gotta remember that one detail. Ghislaine is bad in all of them.
Oh man, I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of our fans here on this show are free Ghislaine. So you've offended a lot of them, but go ahead.
All right. So I never got kicked out because I was a paranoid little dweeb that couldn't do a tackle or anything, so he had to rely on his debate team stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was pretty confident, so I knew the DNC didn't have anything on me.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting reelected.
Okay.
But what happened is after I got reelected, I got a little tipsy with some of my bros.
Okay.
And are you familiar with a gentleman named Walter Mondale?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Vice president later on, all that.
I've heard of that turd. Yeah. Let's see and what happened.
So after getting really hosed at 3 a.m, I went to his house outside DC and ripped off the gate like I was who did that a few years ago? The Rock. He ripped some guy's gate off, like that, just pure strength.
I think I see where this is going, and it references something that Chippy was talking about last time, right?
Oh, I don't think I caught that last time, so I don't know.
Okay, well, keep. We have a couple things. A guy named Walter, and then a something that ends with gate. So okay, I think I got it. Keep going.
I ripped off Walter's gate.
Wow.
And it wasn't that big of a trouble, he was fine with it. But what happened is I was doing a lot of like really progressive stuff. The Republican Party was getting pretty progressive with, me being the confident, like leftist Nixon that I am.
Right. So
what happened?
You're an alternate world. You're an alternate world leftist version of Richard Nixon.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So, I got into Harvard because of my football scholarship. I was, kind of in good graces with all the WASPs up in New England and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All those annoying. They were still talking with mid-Atlantic accents, even though it was the 70s.
I really hope that's just me hearing. I'm getting such a
Is it the Grady sound?
Put in the chat. Did anybody hear what that just sounded like? Or did it sound like Richard Nixon was talking normally? Because I can deal with that if it's just me hearing that. But if anyone else is hearing that, I would really want to kick my computer out of a window.
I think I caught like one half second of feedback when you were talking just now, but it may be just a thing on your end because I was listening earlier and it didn't sound like any problems.
Okay, good. We do not hear the noise on the stream. Okay, very good. Because let me tell you this, everyone listening, audience. If you heard this, you would literally never listen to this thing ever again. Like, it would just be an absolute deal breaker. Like, no, thank you. That's it. Never again. And then unsubscribe. Okay, so go ahead. Sorry, Richard Nixon. Because I was on the edge of my seat. I was interested, and then the tech issues, of course, come in and pee all over everything. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Make pee-pee. No, it's all fine. Okay. So I was, pushing some more civil rights. I got to give some credit to this universe's Nixon. He was doing some good for the Native American community, at least with stopping a lot of the what's the Bureau doing kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing a lot of like sovereignty and then extending civil rights even further, giving some good, rebuilding our cities, all that kind of stuff. Now,
right.
That got me in the bad water with all those WASPs. So they, like Mr. Smith Goes to Washington style, used all the papers they owned to really drum up Walter's Gate. And that's what made me have to resign.
That's really sad. I'm so sorry to hear about
But
this.
I left in style.
Okay. Now it's this.
I did a
sounds
stick
good.
ollie on my TV presentation the night before.
Oh.
And then, the whole path from the Oval Office to the helicopter, Marine One, was a sick, like, X Games Skate 3 style skate half pipe with all kinds of stuff. And I shredded the whole way there.
You're lying.
Nah.
Oh,
you see, people in my universe called me Tricky Dick too, but that's only because I did tricks on boards,
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yeah.
That's where that name came from, because you were doing sick ollies and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Richard Nixon, I think you've been really misunderstood, and we need to get this into the history books. Okay.
Thank you.
Good God, poor Richard Nixon. He's got a lot of problems. That guy. A lot of problems from that guy. Am I right? Let's see. Coen Brothers, No Country for Old Men, Fargo, Big Lebowski, Man Who Wasn't There, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? People are still talking about Bloodsport in the thing. I gotta rewatch it. Jimmy Dore is just making that far left, far right connection, baby. Nothing to see here. Money. It's all good. I like that it seems like there's a feud between all those people. Let me see if I can find this. He put a thumbnail up that I gotta find this thumbnail from Jimmy Dore. It's really one of the funny things I've ever seen. Hypocrisy. It's one of the best, like, there it is. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can bring this up. He put a thumbnail where it's that guy. I guess he's in some kind of a thing with the Young Turks. Like, he hates the Young Turks right now. So he's doing these hilarious thumbnails of them. I mean, I gotta hand it to him. Like, what's going on in this thumbnail? You got that guy Cenk Uygur. He's like, ooh, 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 and then Anna Kasparian. So I feel like there's sort of a there's some implication here, right? R.M. Brown, do you like Richard Kelly films? Oh, like Donnie Darko? I did like Donnie Darko, yeah. And what's the other one? The one with like Ryan Phillippe and all those people. That one's pretty interesting too. That one's a little Southland Tales, right? He did Southland Tales too. I would go Donnie Darko, then Southland Tales. What else did he do? Richard Kelly movies. Donnie Darko, Southland Tales, something called Box. Domino. I've only seen Donnie Darko and Southland Tales. Southland Tales is interesting. I think they lost me because there's a Pixies song in it, and I was like, that's enough. We don't need to. But I guess it was like early 2000s. Let's see. 2006. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So there you go. That's that. Let's do one more. Why not? We'll do one of honestly, one of my favorite directors, Steven Soderbergh. This is one that nobody's going to agree with. Schizopolis, Out of Sight, Ocean's 11, The Limey, Aaron Brockovich. And, I don't know, I don't know if anybody's interested in, but Dropping Tomorrow. If there's any Soderbergh. Oh, John Waters. How did I forget John Waters? What an absolute clown I am. Like this guy. What an absolute clown. I should get this. No Sudden Move. New Soderbergh movie. Set in 1954, Detroit, No Sudden Move centers on a group of small-time criminals who are hired to steal what they think is a simple document. Ooh, this sounding like almost like the Toilerette level intrigue. When their plan goes horribly wrong, they search for who hired them and what the ultimate purpose weaves them through the echelons of the race-torn, rapidly changing city. Here's who's in this movie. Don Cheadle. Benicio. David Harbour. John Hamm. Brendan Fraser. Kieran Culkin. Julia Fox from, if anybody's seen Uncut Gems. Ray Liotta. Bill Duke. This is Bill Duke right here. You know who he is. You just might not know his name. There we go. This drops tomorrow, right? I think July 1st, 2021 on HBO Max. I mean, look, does anybody care? Does anybody care about this but me?
No.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Chippy, are you with me?
Yes.
Chipford?
Yeah. Greg. Oh my God.
Greg, it's looping again.
I feel like. Do you think Greg has like? What are those phones that you can burn? He has a burner. He's using a burner phone.
Oh yeah.
Either that or like a 1980s like block phone. You remember those block phones from the 80s?
He's using one of those gray sort of like Wall Street 1980s Wall Street phones.
Yeah, he's just like snorting coke and just like picks up the block.
Exactly. I asked him the other day. I was like, he was talking about phones. I was like, yeah. He's like, what kind of phone do you have? I was like, oh, it's like a Samsung or whatever. He's like, what is that? Is that like a Nokia? Like he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know like what Android and iPhone. He just knows Nokia. That Nokia makes
madness.
Those. Yeah,
that's madness.
It's pretty weird. So what's going?
Yeah,
Chippy, can I drag somebody in and you ask them questions?
Yeah, I mean we can have a conversation with them. Totally.
Comedian, are you there?
Ooh.
Chippy,
comedian?
Is this true? What I think Landriel said that comedian is the guy to watch. Is that true?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
He is the guy to watch. Because he is quiet but smooth. That's his game. His game is the whole quiet, shy thing, And then I'm like, oh my God. That's
well, we got to ask the most important question to the comedian. Is he enough of a fan of anime?
Oh my God. Yeah. Comedian, are you like a big fan of anime?
I'm the biggest fan of anime.
Whoa.
Ooh. I like that. So wait, should our first date be us watching anime?
If you want. I mean, I could take you out on the night of the town,
Ooh.
Can do a whole bunch of stuff.
So
Oh
Chippy,
my God.
where if you had to say right now, maybe you don't want to say, but Colin says Logan Lucky is pretty underrated. Yeah, Logan Lucky is good. Lucky.
That is a good
one.
That is a good one. It's like the NASCAR version of Ocean's 11.
It'll be like Landriel. If NASCAR gets there, he'll start like sabotaging the.
You know what? I'll
the racetrack.
Exactly. That's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to pull a Logan Lucky. I can't believe I did not put that together. So maybe you guys look. This might not be your alley on anime, but people are asking for Studio Ghibli, so I'll go Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Ponyo, Totoro, and then last Poppy Hill.
You know what's funny? My list is nearly identical to yours.
Really?
Yeah, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, probably Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nausicaa, and I like Ponyo a lot too. That's a cute one.
Ponyo is a cute one and still kind of
I love Ponyo.
psychedelic. Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like the psychedelic part?
Well, here we go.
Wait a minute. All right, I have a question. When you watch anime, are you one of those people that has to get high to enjoy it?
No. I want the true experience of the anime. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to feel it on through no other filters, I just want it for real. You know what I mean?
All right, respect. But Greg probably he like gets like all mushroomed up or acid. He probably does acid.
Dude. I'm microdose.
Greg, it's doing it again. Oh my god. I don't think he knows what microdose means. He just likes saying that because I think he heard somebody on Joe Rogan say it or something. So it's pretty bad. So anyway, do you have anything else you want to fire away at the comedian, Chippy?
I just want to say that I think the comedian is super cute, and I'm excited to see where the show goes.
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Sounding pretty intense. Guys, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm thinking comedian kind of already won this thing. Vinch, I started watching Attack on Titan together with the lady. Nothing more romantic than watching jumbo-sized humans munching on civilians. Very good. That sounds like a good date. Very good. Admittedly, I watched Princess Mononoke on LSD. That's probably a good way to do it. Because there's definitely good vibes and good feelings in a connection to nature in that movies. What was somebody saying? Somebody was asking something else. Rank Death Note characters. I'm not a big enough Death Note or anime fan to even get close to anything meaningful on that one. RM from Shenanigans. RM, got any artsy movies or films to watch when you're tuckered out that you can recommend me specifically? I'm being horribly selfish. Artsy movies. Actually, let's go artsy. You can pick any one of these. Let's go Jean-Luc Godard. Here we go. Breathless, Weekend, Band of Outsiders, Alphaville, Contempt. Any of those. I think that's just about as what you would, I guess, what somebody would say if they were thinking of artsy. Kyle Hopper, I gotta go get treats from Tiff's Treats. Before they close at 10. I just like that somebody's like, he's like, it's basically like, hey, I'm gonna go over to Burger King really quick. I'm gonna go get treats from Tiff Treats before they close at 10 because as much as I'm an RM enthusiast, I'm more of a treat enthusiast. Tiff Treats does have really good cookies. Forget directors, top 5 anime, maybe next time. And then Toad Bear says, Princess wanna choke me. Oh my god. Princess wanna choke me, he says. Unbelievable. What? Ladies and gentlemen, please get your stuff together because on the line now we have a mod who will ban your butt. You know how Quentin Tarantino says, he said like a million years ago, but I still think is really funny. I'm shutting your butt down. Colin will shut your butt down, right, Colin?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of here to shut your butt down.
No!
You've crossed the line. You've broken the rules.
No. What'd I do this time?
What did you do this time, dude?
I know you're a lot more of a film head than me, but are you really gonna put Casino over Goodfellas on your Martin Scorsese list? I mean, come on with that.
I don't know. Give me the case. You know what? I would say that there's probably funnier lines in Goodfellas, like when Joe Pesci, when they go to eat at Martin Scorsese's mom's house, and Joe Pesci is pointing to the painting. And he's like, Martin Scorsese's mom says something in Italian, and they're asking him to explain it. And Joe Pesci just says, it means he's content to be a jerk. Like, there's a lot of funny little lines like that. I don't know. I mean, Casino just, like, looks so good. it's a real big movie. Sharon Stone is in it. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of Casino was Sharon Stone's performance. That was a really great, one of the all-time performances, at least for a Scorsese movie. But I think Goodfellas is just a more kind of satisfying story. I don't know. I'm curious. Is kind of the way it looks? Is that the reason you had Casino above Goodfellas? Because I would say that Casino is sort of a rehash of Goodfellas. I don't know.
That's. I remember there was actually a at the time when Norm Macdonald, I think, was doing Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live. He did a joke where he was like, "Yeah, I really liked Casino when I saw it the first time, and it was called Goodfellas." So I think a lot of people had that. I think it was just more like he wanted to do a bigger gangster movie, so he went with that stuff. But it's a tough one. For me, that's not like Casino's way ahead. It's more like I just break toward Casino barely,
Interesting. I don't know. Goodfellas, I think, is one of my favorite movies ever. I think it was probably the first Scorsese movie I watched, so maybe I'm a little biased, but I think Goodfellas is almost the bigger movie because it's the guy's life story pretty much, right? It starts when he's a kid, it kind of ends when he has this falling out with the mob, and it's like 20 years takes place over the course of that movie. So
yep.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all would say that Casino is the bigger movie because Casino is kind of grounded, and it's just kind of about the decay of Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a lot about how Vegas is built on this sort of gangster past and all this stuff. I think it's more like Goodfellas is more like a sort of it's taking like a more of a micro lens look. Not in terms of time, but in terms of like these people's lives. And then Casino is more like, let's look at like Vegas and like all these buildings and like going out to the desert. And then like Joe Pesci goes out on his own and he's like spying on Robert De Niro. It's like, there's like just a bunch of crap going on. But I think you're right. Like also there's so many like iconic scenes in Goodfellas, like the cutting up the garlic and all that stuff. That's like, I think you could definitely make an easy case for that one. What about this? This is those two. It's like whatever, you can find agreement that those will be in the top two. But what about the remaining three? Because I went Mean Streets, Color of Money, and then Taxi Driver. I don't think anybody really cares about Color of Money anymore, where it's like a movie about Tom Cruise and whatever the other dude's name is, Paul Newman. Paul Newman doing in a pool related movie. But if anybody hasn't seen Color of Money, like go watch it. It's still like a great movie. But do you have any opinions on the remaining three? That's what I want to know.
So I've actually never seen Mean Streets, but in my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch Mean Streets. That's my next assignment for RM film class. But I think Taxi Driver's a little low. I'm a big I like Taxi Driver a lot. I'll have to see how they compare, obviously, but Taxi Driver really resonated with me when I watched it. So I would put Taxi Driver a little higher, yeah.
It's fun to see that old New York too. Also, one of the probably we got to give this for Taxi Driver. One of the creepiest I'm going to put myself in the movie from the director when Martin Scorsese like gets a ride from Robert De Niro. Probably one of the most shocking like cameos from the director when he's like this cretin who's gonna like kill his girlfriend, and he's
that was Scorsese, that character?
That was Scorsese.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah,
I think he puts himself in twice. He's that, and then he's like, if you look in the background, there's a part where Robert De Niro walks in to go see the female lead at her like a whatever news job, and Martin Scorsese's like sitting in the background. But yeah, will you watch Mean Streets and then tell us what you think?
Sure thing. Mean Streets, gotcha.
No.
And then you'll feel like this. All right, anything else, Colin, or should I talk to you later?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll get back to you on Mean Streets.
Yeah, tell me if you like it. It's a might be a slow burn. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one, that one. Friendly Trails is better than Mean Streets. A young Jodie Foster, yeah. I mean, like a child. Andres Hernandez, he drops like 4 N-bombs. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Could you imagine, like, I'm going to put myself in the movie. I'm going to just basically say the N-word the whole time. A young Jodie Foster. Vinch. Is that everybody's favorite Jodie Foster role? It's got to be, right? What is it going to be? Contact? Goodfellas. Taxi Driver. The Last Waltz is in your top 3, Sitting Cow? Good God, what is going on with you? You get on and defend that. Mean Streets is good, but leaves you wanting. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You want to go deeper into the mob side, but the friendship aspect, really well done. Yeah, absolutely. Sybil, yeah, I was looking for Sybil Shepherd. Very good. Man, I love that. I love when somebody swoops in, they're like, this is what you're thinking of. Sybil Shepherd. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I don't have to rely on my melting piece of garbage, piece of turd brain anymore. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sada, are you there?
Sada, you're now on the Greg Show.
It's good to be back. It's been too long.
Greg, stop. They're on. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Is it my accent? Is it what's triggering him?
I think that triggered it. You have a sort of a different accent, and it sent him into a sort of rage spiral.
That's no good. I'm sorry.
No, Sada. That's on him. That's not on you at all. That's his thing. His disgusting, weird, racist nationalism. He's basically, Greg is like Martin Scorsese's character in Taxi Driver, basically. So if you want to know
the one that gets into the cab?
Yep, that's him.
I watched that movie so long ago. I don't really remember it. I have to be honest with you.
It's one of those that's like, you know, I don't know, maybe like, you know, you got to be in the mood. You're like, I want to watch a real movie. I think a lot of the time now, like a lot of us are in just like, yeah, I just want to like have a good time and check out. And like Taxi Driver is the opposite of that. Taxi Driver's like, let's look into the twisted heart of American society, you know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway,
to be fully there.
That's exactly right. I am gonna watch. You gonna watch that new Soderbergh movie though?
I don't watch movies very often. It's rare I'm in the mood for it.
Oh, you better watch it. You better watch it, or you get permaban.
Ooh, okay. It's on the list.
All right. Well, Sada? What's going on? What do you got today on the program?
Well, I'm watching the hockey game, and I remember hearing you in the past saying that you like hockey. Am I wrong?
I do like hockey. I haven't been paying attention though. Can you give us a hockey update?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if you listen. It's okay if you tell me no offense. I don't know if you remember me. I've been on the program before. I'm from Quebec, but I'm a French Canadian.
Oh, so of course you're gonna know what's going on in hockey.
Right. And for the first time in 28 years, the only Quebec team is in the Stanley Cup Finals. And it's not looking too good. So I wanted your hot take on it, but I mean, just before you got me on the program, they got scored. It's 3-1 Tampa Bay right now. It's no good.
Oh, it's looking no good. It's looking so you're going Canadiens on that one. You got your fingers crossed. You got to.
I mean, it's the greatest hockey team of all time. We all know that, and they deserve it. 28 years without a Stanley Cup, it's too long. Let's be honest, it's too long.
You think there's any hope? Because I wanted to watch. I think what was it? They were playing. I saw it. I was gonna watch it. It was on like Hulu or something where they played the Knights. Did you watch that game?
I mean, they played several games against them. Now they won at 5 or 6 or something. Yeah, it was tough hockey, but I'm hopeful because people have been saying they won't win since the first playoff. Against the Maple Leafs, they did it. Then people said they would lose against the Jets. They won, and then the Golden Knights, and now here we are. But now I'm starting to doubt. I think I remember.
Sports Talk Radio.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go too deep into this. Listen, there's two things about movies. Oh yeah, please. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna ask you as a Canadian.
Yeah.
Are you? What's going on with the Kids in the Hall? They're doing a new thing or something. You know anything about that?
So you have to know something, and I don't want to get too political, but TV shows and movies in Quebec and the rest of Canada, it's a bit of a. If that's a TV show, I've never heard of it. I don't know what that is.
No problem. No problem. You know what?
We're raised on different shows.
We're gonna no. We're gonna move. It was disgusting and decrepit of me to assume. But can you please? What did you have for us in terms of movies? I got to hear this.
Yeah, well, you talked about Takashi Miike. I would be curious to know what's your take on his movies. There's so many, It's making a list doesn't make much sense. But I wanted to suggest to you a handful of French Canadian movies. Would you be interested in that?
Of course.
I don't know if they are subtitled or translated though.
No, you bastard!
But I think they are. I think they are at least two of them.
Mm-hmm,
so,
okay.
Do you feel more of a comedy or a drama?
Let's go. You know what? We've got some heavy movies already, so let's go comedy.
Okay, so it was on Netflix a while ago. I don't know if it still is, but there's a movie called Seducing Dr. Lawrence. And I really highly suggest that movie. It is a very funny movie. Seducing Dr. Lawrence. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you Googling it?
Do I need French? Do I need to know French to get this one? It sounds like
I know this one has been subtitled. I know it has been subtitled because I watched it with my Indian roommates a while ago.
All right.
And we watched it with subtitles, and he really liked it. So, yeah, I highly suggest that. Yeah.
Let me see. Let's hold on. Let's think about this. Let's think about Takashi Miike.
Right.
I guess
audition.
You're going audition number one. I might go Ichi the Killer, audition, 13 Assassins.
Have you seen Box? It's a short movie.
No.
It's amazing.
Really?
Highly suggesting.
That's Takishi? That's Takishi?
It's Takashi Miike.
He made a movie called Box?
Am I wrong here?
I think you might be wrong on this one.
Oh,
I think you might be wrong. Well, look, I want to say this to you. I hope that the Canadians win. I really do, because it sounds like you're very wrapped up in this. But
it's stressful, very stressful.
It's very stressful.
I'm trying to keep my calm by watching your program.
I'm gonna start. I need to catch up because I wanted to watch that last night's game, and I didn't because I am kind of doing this all the time. But Sada, do you have anything else to say, or do you want to get flushed down the disgusting, decrepit toilet?
I need an update from you. And again, if you don't remember it, that's fine. But
let's hear
last
it.
time I was on the program, you asked me what the best advice I ever got, and mine was to tell your own story before going to bed. Do you remember that?
Yes, that was you.
That was me. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried it, but that's one of my favorite. I mean, if that's all that came out of this stream, I would die happy, because that's really one of the funniest things I've ever heard. And just to remind everybody, you asked your dad, right, to tell you a story, and he said, "Tell yourself a story."
Yeah, it's like you're old enough at this point. You can, and I've been ever since, and it's great, and I still recommend it. And I was hoping you'd tell me, "Oh, Sada, since I've started, I've had the best nights of my life." So I'm gonna call back again soon, okay?
Yeah,
sooner than last time. I was moving, so I couldn't call. Now
Sada,
I'm back. I'm settled, so I'm gonna call again, and I want an update on that.
Well, how about this? I got an idea for a collaboration that we could do as a toiletist art piece. Let's write a kid's book, but instead of stories, it's just like prompts for stories that they have to tell themselves. What do you think of that?
So when you mean prompt, you mean like just like start, like just the beginning of a story?
Exactly.
It's like build your own story book.
But it would be really just vague nothing. It would just be like an empty warehouse. Like that, and that would be it. And they have to fill in the rest.
I love it. I'm really down for this.
Okay, Sad, I'm gonna message you about this. We're gonna figure this out, all right?
Let's do it. Have a good one, and go les Canadiens. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. Let's get those Canadians. Let's get those Canadians getting some hat tricks. You know what I mean? Get in some fights. All of that crap. Let's get some hockey going. I need to catch up and watch. See what's going on with the Stanley Cup. You know what I mean? Oblique strategies for kids. Cinema Pats. I love you. I mean, just based on that, I feel like we could be basically best friends. So you gotta get Cinema Pats. You gotta get in on this kid's book. Oh boy. All right, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up here soon. But let's do a few more talks. Oh, I think you've been in longer. Head for Hydra, are you there?
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
There we go. There it is. There it is again.
This is my favorite sound.
Jeez. I'm so sorry. Greg, get it fixed, dude. Greg, no. That's making it worse. Okay, that's better. Oh, worse. Okay.
He did the acid the wrong way.
Oh, I think he did.
Whatever way,
oh, there it goes.
The wrong way.
Jeez. Greg, fix it, please. You know, we need to give Greg one of these. There we go. Sorry.
Did you shoot him?
Yeah, I shot him. That's it.
Okay.
He's dead.
Good.
Greg's dead.
End of Greg.
Wait a second, Head for Hydra. What up with you?
Well, I was talking to MK earlier, and she's trying to buy some unicorn couch to not do pervert mythological bestiality stuff on or near. Like, just don't be gross about it.
She's trying to get her dirty hands on one of those IKEA Pride couches.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
specifically the unicorn one.
Oh man, are they in high demand? Do you think those things?
I'm actually very curious how much they cost. I haven't even looked into it.
Right?
I probably should have done that.
Could you imagine? It'd be sort of weird if you. I could imagine that you're like, it's one of those things when you're like, you're tired, you kind of want to go home. Maybe you've like had a couple drinks or something, and you're kind of in almost like a dream state, and then like you just look in whatever whose ever house you're at that people are like milling around, and you just look over and you see that the couch with the handprints all over it.
The Annihilation couch.
Yeah, exactly. The Annihilation couch is that's the plant one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
I don't know. Nuts.
That is.
Like, I don't know the functionality of that, but
which one are you going?
Crazy.
Which one of those are you going with?
I mean, if I had to choose one, I think the Annihilation couch, but I would like figure out a way to strap it to the ceiling or something.
Oh,
I don't think you can sit on that.
That would be a rough one to sit on. All these, you're just getting poked by all these plants and stuff. Ugh.
These plants are lifting my shirt up. Like I can't lay on this.
Are those couches? Is IKEA anti-Pride month? Are they doing those as like an attack on Pride? Do you think? What's going on with that?
I'm not gonna assume the Swedish plans here.
You heard it here. The Swedish, they're a bunch of bigots. All right,
making spooky couches.
So what up? Head for Hydra. Anything else, or should I give you the flush?
I was curious if you have watched Kajillionaire. I watched it like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Miranda July's movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I liked her. Is it Me and You and Everyone We Know? I liked that movie. I could not get into Kajillionaire. I could not get into it. It's interesting. I just feel like the main characters are a little too cute. Yeah, a little too unlikable is a good way to put it. I mean, I was gonna say they're a little bit removed from reality.
Yeah.
But like Miranda July's trying to do a thing where it's like these characters are just like too quirky. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What
I do agree with that.
I did really like Me and You and Everyone We Know though, because that one was like a little more human. But what did you think? You liked?
I definitely liked aspects of it, and I liked the finality of it. Like, I think the thing I liked the most out of the whole movie was the bubbles coming out of the walls. Like, I thought that was silly.
That's great,
like,
and that they live in this weird,
legit.
yeah, and they live in this weird like office or something, whatever that is.
Yeah, there's literal cubicles everywhere. Like,
I do
agree with your.
I'm gonna read something real quick here. Toad Bear, Colin, I made you a playlist, and you know, I love that people use the super chats just to like communicate with each other and like launder money back and forth. Colin, I made you a playlist, and you never got back to me about it. Okay, so
I feel like maybe Colin did not enjoy it. That's the vibe.
So there you go, Colin. You're publicly called out by Toad Bear. And thank you, Toad Bear. Supermarket Zombies. How much would it take to get you into an abandoned warehouse? 2, your media takes are great. I'd be super interested in movie media reviews. Yeah, for sure.
Those were 2 very different. They went one extreme then the other extreme. I like it.
Oh, how much meth would it take to get you in an abandoned warehouse? I really do like this idea of a kids movie based on this poor hockey fan whose dad told him to go tell himself a story when he was a kid. I love that idea of a kids movie where it's just like here's like the most basic nothing you get for a story, and you have to go and make it. It would just like one page would just be like a wrench, and that's it. That's all you get to like form your own story. You know what I mean?
That's tough. I could see a person ending up with like a pretty solid, either a really broken or a really solid imagination after that conversation.
Exactly. Well, Head for Hydra, is there anybody that you want to call out publicly?
Not particularly.
Right.
I am curious about. I'll let you pick which one we do.
Yeah, go ahead.
David Fincher or Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay, let's hold on. Let me get the full Fincher list so that we can really go down. How about I'll say mine and then you tell me how close it is to yours. Okay?
That sounds perfect.
Okay, let's see. I think I know which one is going to be first. No, Alien 3 is not going to be on there for sure.
That's probably a good decision.
David Fincher. Let's go. 7 will be number 1. Zodiac number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm even going to put Fight Club on there. Here we go. 7, Zodiac, the game. I know I'm forgetting something from Fincher. 7, Zodiac, the game. Man, this is a tough.
I can help you cheat if you want.
This is a tough one. I'm not putting Mank on there either. Because Mank's good.
Mank is 5 for me, so that's.
Mank is 5. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna put. It's funny because that Panic Room is not even on this list that I'm looking at, so it's like nobody cares about that movie.
Wipe it from existence.
Let's go. Okay, you know what? I'll do 7, Zodiac, the game. I guess Fight Club, and then I guess Mank. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, ours is pretty close.
All right,
I would go Zodiac.
Okay.
Social Network.
Ooh.
7, Fight Club, Mank.
Can you explain Social Network being up so high, please, sir?
My justification of Social Network is Justin Timberlake killed it as that Napster douche.
Right.
Right. It was a very. I don't know. It was weird. I want to say I was like 16 when Facebook exploded.
Mm-hmm.
So something about just the whole vibe of that movie just like worked for me.
Right. And that was what's his name? Oh God, how am I?
Eisenberg, Jesse Eisenberg, is that his name?
Well, him too, but literally, it's like the most Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin wrote it.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, Colin, I think that's pretty good. Got a lot more of directors to cover in the future. So I will see you. Why did I just call you Colin? I was almost. Just,
I don't know. I was just gonna let it slide.
I was almost.
I don't care.
You know what? Because I clicked on Colin and said head for Hydra. Can I just call you Hydra?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Hydra. Let's get back on this. I think I need to think about this this Fincher thing some more. All right.
All right. I appreciate you, man.
Peace, Hydra. Bye bye. And he also gets this. I don't know. Panic Room is a pretty weird movie. I think they were just like really fascinated with the idea that a panic room even existed back then. Ew, Aaron Sorkin is gross, Stevie says. Social Network soundtrack. Yeah, Social Network soundtrack was Trent Reznor, right? And then somebody just called him Aaron Fartkin. How dare you show him some respect. Yeah, pretty good soundtrack. John, oh right, okay, we'll do John Waters, and then that's it. That's it. I'm pretty sure Desperate Living's gonna be at the top, right? Desperate Living. Yeah, Desperate Living's gonna be number one. Because that's just like everything you could totally want from a John Waters movie. Mink Stole. Edith Massey as the Queen. So we'll go Desperate Living. Let's see. I need to look at the full John Waters list. But Desperate Living is like a far number one. Desperate Living. Then screw it. We'll go. Female Trouble. Desperate Living, Female Trouble, Pink Flamingos, Hairspray, Crybaby. Yeah, I think that's it. The Eggman. Yeah, the Eggman is that's Pink Flamingos, right? If anybody wants to fight that ranking, especially Waters, you might win, but I don't know. I'm pretty firm on that one. Desperate Living is by far the best John Waters movie ever made. Desperate Living, Female Trouble, Pink Flamingos, Hairspray, Crybaby, or maybe Crybaby then Hairspray. So there we go. What about Muddy Waters' top 5 songs? I don't think I could name 5 Muddy Waters songs. Here, how about these? Number 5 Muddy Waters songs. I'm Feeling So Bad, Baby. That's number 5. Number 4, I Got a Blue Type of Feeling Because I'm Sad and I Have My Guitar. That's number 4. Number 3, Oh Boy, I'm Feeling Very Sad. That's my 3rd favorite Muddy Waters song. 2nd, I'm Having a Real Hard Time. I'm Having a Real Hard Time. That's number 2. And then number 1, oh boy, I am really depressed about my situation in life because I had a hard time. So those are my 5 favorite Muddy Waters songs. And guys, thank you so much for watching this absolute lunatic called me doing this. And I will see you guys later. And for God's sake, I forgot all about the toilerette. So hopefully we'll pick up something with the toilerette next time.